They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Deshaun Hamilton, 77 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
20.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Adam Gotsis. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Great. All right. Here we go. Let's go, V. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. 8. Jam. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey.
Out of the gun, Newton. Going deep for Huck. And got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Looking deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Carolina. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's third down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Grayson, travel. Hey, Alpha. Check. Lobby. Back.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's get the ball. Switch. Gun. Express. Motion. 20.
Back to throw, Newton. He finds Hopkins complete. 23 yards the pickup there. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They're made by Shelby Harris. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
20. Out. Check. 8.
From just shy of midfield, Newton, blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton. And he's going to go down again. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
you have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll run. It's Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and 2. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going with Lindsey. And he's got some space here. And he's into the clear. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gano the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. That's
good for 21 yards and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Exit.
He'll drop to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Willie Henry. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll look to throw. That went into the hands of Hamilton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check. Fresno. Watch the safety creep.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. I think probably just trying to draw him off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Check. Gun. Check hot route. Hot. 66. Bullet. Hot. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Go. It's run.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Check. Great. Check 8. Check 47. Pick me up.
On 1st and 10, Newton taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play. Open man here is Hamilton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 24, check 24. Back, hey, watch it.
2nd and 5. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Intended for Cortland Sutton. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 5 yards.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
He's hard.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this 1st half of play. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to loft one. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
Let's see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Eight. Gun. I got you.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Ready, 20. Rush in.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
47. Check. 46. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Newton now to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce.
That?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just check it.
Second and 11. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Strip the ball.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
20.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
47 Mike. Mike, 47. Here we go, D.
From the 40 now on second down. Newton. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On first down, it's Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a first and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Let's make it.
Here's Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Great.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Check, 47.
Watch the run.
Express. 47 to Mike. Great.
Third and long, it's Newton. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defense is...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
20.
They'll run with McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Ready. Check back 47. Hey, let's get in that hole. Check. Ready.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Room here to run. 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back.
Let's go.
Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
A give, running right, Lindsey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
70, Indy.
Another run by Lindsey. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Back to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Hey, dude. Look at me. Zipper. Ready?
2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's McCaffrey. And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On 1st down, Newton. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, please.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
It's 3rd and 7.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Switch.
Gun.
Now it's Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DeAndre Hopkins, 53 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2.
Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the table and see what you did on the left.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shane Ray in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They'll look to throw here. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Now
on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
Watch safety creep.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Bud Dupree. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
20.
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Watch the slap. Mike's 40.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Squeeze. Rock it. Hit it.
They're going to look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Bud Dupree in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need...
Our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis.